Good morning, folks. Good morning. This is Manny the Magoo. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to speak about NEO for those that have been in this journey with me for quite some time. For those of you that are long NEO and NEO investors, for those of you that thought the world was coming to an end last week with NEO and Monday and even Tuesday in the morning, wow, we sure had a dip. But cooler heads usually prevail, and when the stock market and the certain stocks are overall pulling back like that frantically, there's more panic selling going on than anything else, and usually it's the retail investor. Unfortunately, they do not have the discipline, the stomach to hold, and at the same time, institutions are loving that you guys are actually selling, because what they're doing is they're accumulating your shares. And what I'm here to do is I'm here to show you certain levels on a chart, on a technical chart, that institutions look for to go back in and buy back in when a stock is coming down. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shrink myself and there we go. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so here's a chart on NEO. Okay, and if you take a look, NEO hit a price range of $66.99. We know that, okay? This was back on January the 11th. And then from this point forward, we had a pullback. NEO did go up, went to this 64.52 area, and then failed to go any higher and break its all-time high. So we had a pullback here, tremendous amount of consolidation in this area, and you never know if they're accumulating shares or distributing shares. The only way we know if it's a consolidation accumulation to the upside as opposed to a consolidation accumulation to the downside is if we break through a new area of resistance. So when we have consolidation like this, what we have to do in order for NEO to keep moving forward to the upside, we have to break the first area of resistance. That first area, folks, is going to be that January 25th high candle of $64.52. So where did NEO get up to? Well, it got as high as 64.60. 64.52, 64.60. As you can see, it got there, it broke it by a few pennies, and then completely started to pull back. Okay? So now, this is what we have to do. When a stock starts pulling back like this, we have to pay attention to the first areas of support. You almost have to take it down on a tier structure. Okay? So, the first area of support that we see is obviously going to be this candle here's high. If you take a look at the January 29th candle, okay, NEO came down, okay, all the way to January 28th, and then started to reclaim this area and going back up. But it stopped. It stopped at that candle's high, $60.71, and then it pulled back some. And then it consolidated and obviously, try to get up there again. However, so that's our first area right here of support. And obviously, as you can see, we clearly broke that area of $60.71, okay? The next area of support that I see is going to be this gap that we have to the downside. This candle here that gapped up, the low of that candle, okay? We're going to have some support there as well, okay? And as you can see, we have a lot of support there. We have support from these candles here, the consolidation candles to the right, okay? And we have the gap, obviously. Okay, so that's going to be the second area of support. Let's call it $58.88. Okay, now that's the second area. Third area of support is going to have to be this candle's high. And the reason for that, well, you see NEO had a move back from December 14th all the way until December the 22nd's high, which it put in a $49.84, okay? And then failed to go higher. So it stopped there and then came down and then moved up again. So right there, that candle's high is going to be another area of support, $49.84. Okay? All right. Now, the next area of support is going to be this candle's low. Okay? If you take a look at this, actually, you'll have a little support at the high of this candle because that was another move that it made and then failed to go higher and then pulled back down. So you will have a little bit of support at 48.30, okay? The next area of support that we're looking at is going to be this candle's low. That candle's low is $42.23. Okay, now, once we break this area, we have to look for the next support. The next support low is going to be in the 39.51 range, which is this candle's low. Maybe this 38.43 range, okay? So we have to take this in tiers. So yesterday when NEO started to throw up again early in the morning, I was watching this candle's low to see if it was going to hit it and bounce or was it going to break it. And what did it do? It actually broke this candle's low. Okay, so that is more than a 30% decline from the high of $67. When stocks retrace on average 30%, that's one heck of a dip. So institutions start looking at it again saying, wow, okay, this could be a good buying opportunity. Now, you never want to catch a falling knife. I'm not saying it's not going to go lower, but at the same time, just mark my words, institutions are looking at this. And institutions, big money is the only way that the stock is going to move again to the upside. The bulls have to step in, okay? Retail investors, I'm sorry, with all due respect to every retail investor that's out there, including myself, we are not moving the market, okay? And usually what happens with retail investors is when the stock starts plummeting like this, they usually run for the hills, okay? They sell everything they have, and unfortunately, the big boys are buying it, okay? So, again, as you can see, what happened? Well, it came down here. It broke this candle's low of 42.23. It actually got down to $41.66. Now, I didn't just get in the trade. However, for those of you that were in the room with me, for those of you that were in my room, my moderating room, listening, I basically said, and I try to post it out there on social media platforms that I'm in, Twitter. I'm also in a couple of Discord rooms that I moderate in. But what I try to do was I try to post that, hey guys, if NEO can get back inside and above this 1229 candle's low of $42.23, the Magoo will take the trade. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. We got in at 42.23. Congratulations to those who took it with me at 42.23. And it closed at 49.11. Right now in pre-market, we're up another 4%. We're up to approximately $51.21 in pre-market. And guess what, folks? March 1st, earnings comes out on NEO. And I can promise you, I, in my heart of hearts, do not think it's going to be a bad earnings report. NEO has been doing absolutely phenomenal. It's been growing. It's still a fairly new company, but it has a lot of promise. And guess what? It has an audience of over 1.5 billion people in China. Okay? Just keep that in mind, folks. 1.5 billion, almost, people in China that's looking to go EV. Okay? So, again, next time this happens, because it will, just take it easy. Don't jump off the roof. Okay? There's no need for that. Play it as a tiered structure, just like I do. When NEO is up and you're up a decent amount, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profit. I'm not saying not to do so. The reason being is because if you're fully invested in any one particular stock or any one particular sector, or just even in the market in general, if you're completely fully vested and you have no dry powder on the side, well, what happens when there's dips like this? Where are you going to get the money to buy back in? You're not. So, I'm never fully vested in the market. I look for opportunity to take some, and what I do is I usually sit my money on the side. I'm not saying I'm selling out of the whole position, but I sell some and I hold some, okay? And then when we have dips like this, what do? I go in and I buy them. And that's what institutions do, folks. Believe me. I've been around this business for a long, long time, okay? So anyway, I'm hoping this helps. I don't want to waste any more of your time. And if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Please, the only thing I ask for you to do is subscribe to the channel. It's growing little by little since I started. But again, I'm not a big social media guru and expert. My business is all about trading. I'm a technical trader. I'm a price action trader. I use supports. I use resistances. I love playing weekly and monthly breaks. And if you want to learn, shoot me an email, hunterchasetrading@gmail.com. This is all free information, and I'm here to help everyone. So everyone have a safe day, have a great day, and enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers.